Hello everybody, my name... Oh, there we go. Sorry, a little mistake there. Well, that on this time, I made a little mistake on the schedule. Instead of PM, I put OM. Good morning, I guess it means. And then last stream, I ended the stream only after I had actually ended the stream. But today, we are back. Just normal KSP, not Kitten Space Agency. So hopefully, yeah, everything will be okay. It's a Monday. Normally I don't stream on Mondays, but this week is rather chill because I don't have a bajillion deadlines like normal because next week is Thanksgiving break. No one's here. That's fine. Let's go ahead and get into it. So, last time we were continuing to work on our save, right? Obviously, that's what we were doing. And I guess, we're working on a jewel probe. Our jewel probe, I think we got it designed, but we didn't get it integrated with the launch vehicle. My hope for today is that we get it integrated with the launch vehicle, we send it out to Jewel, and then we can do a crude test flight of our next vehicle, which of course is the Aurora logistics vehicle. I've been pinged on Discord. Who has pinged me? Who hath? No. Called it. Okay, hold up. Okay, well, we're back in Kerbal Space Program. Sorry, I was just talking to some fellow members of the Scent Brood. So, did I integrate this on the logistics vehicle yet? No, we have our Calypso Jewel Probe Block 1, which is this thing, which we designed earlier. Let's see. Okay, one thing that I did not test was the aero braking capabilities of this thing. I don't want to send this all the way out to Jewel and then only for it to you know, die on the way there. So once we aero brake. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna just do another test thing, right? So we're gonna put that. Oop. There we go. And we're just going to launch it. We're going to cheat it out to Jewel, and we're going to do basically a test aero brake mission. So kick it up into a highly elliptical orbit, and then, you know, see if it survives when it comes back down, so we can actually, you know, have the burn. Okay, set orbit, set it around Jewel, set orbit. Okay. Oh, that is very bouncy, but okay. What we need to do is we just need to... Oh, I guess the, it's also flipped as well, so... Oh boy, Okay, we're gonna have to do this relatively slowly. Also, just kill any rotation. So how was... how was... How was everyone's day today? My day was okay. I got work done. It was nice. Oh boy. I got work done. It was nice. Nothing too crazy. This week is hopefully going to be a rather relaxing week for me because normally my my plethora of deadlines that are due at the end of the week are not due at the end of the week, because in one of my classes, my advanced business class, which is just a fancy way to say Excel and Access, I finished up the last of the work for that today, so that was nice. I had my big public speaking speech, and technically I have a final speech that I need to do, but we don't know anything about it. We're not going to know anything about it until, you know, our after the break is over, and it's a small final. It's a small speech anyways, so. And then accounting, normally my accounting work that's due on Monday is, which I typically like to get done by Saturday, is due the week after. It's due when we get back. So I actually have a lot of time to go ahead and just basically relax. Like, obviously I'm still doing work, right? But obviously I'm still doing work, but it's you know, not as hectic, right? I can relax a bit, which is very nice, very nice. So taking a sip of my water. Yeah, I don't know why it can only go this slow without. Yeah, I don't know why. At that point, if I just, yeah, if I just tell it to. That's so bizarre. What the heck? uh, Here, just point retrograde, right? That's really weird. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, I guess we're just going to have to have it slow. Of course, at this phase in the mission, we're gonna have a an upper stage with actual RCS and fuel and all of that stuff. So let me go ahead and, just for the sake of, you know, the probe, we're gonna go out, we're gonna extend it out and see. Now I do have a hard deadline, right? 9:30 is when I want to stop streaming. Only 2-hour stream tonight, by the way, so nothing too crazy. Which is fine. You know, I need to go to bed. I made cookies, so I need to go ahead and clean those, or clean those? Space Fox, hello Gam, welcome in. I need to go ahead and a brain, why I can't think. They're just on a tray on my oven. I need to actually like put them away. And also get ready for bed and whatnot. So, how are you doing, Gam? Doing good? I'm doing okay. I'm doing pretty fine. Okay, so if I glad you're doing good. Yeah. Hold up. We're gonna to make sure that this isn't painful, I'm actually going to I also just realized that I built this backwards. Part command or point reversed, I guess so. So SAS. I'm tired, lol. I needed some overtime hours. Nice. I assume you saw, but the DC Metro wants to go for full automation by what, 2032? Which, I mean, heck yeah, let's do it, right? Starting with the red line, of course, because, I feel like the red line is the little experiment for everything, because, it's isolated from everything else, but haven't looked into the details, I just saw that they were doing it, but... Okay, let's try this again. As I said, I want to make sure... Okay, there we go. I want to make sure that this thing can actually aerobrake as intended, and it doesn't, like, burn the heck up upon re-entry, so... Upon, it doing aerobraking around Joule, so... Hopefully they can figure out the union issues. Yeah, I do wonder... I do wonder, because here's the thing, right? And then again, I haven't actually looked at it. So, is it going to be a scenario where they will still... Everything will be fully automated, but you'll still have someone behind the cab just in case? Because at that point, you can have the benefits of full automation while not, while still keeping the workforce. At the same time, that is kind of, let's just say, financially inefficient, even if it would probably improve safety. So I do wonder if they'll just do it through, like, attrition, right? People will just slowly retire, and, eventually it'll drop down to the point where they can just buy out the remaining jobs. Because that's what railroads in the United States did when, first firemen were phased out after steam ended in the 50s. And then later, once brakemen started to be phased out in the early 80s, when you started just getting two-person crews, that's what they did too. They basically paid their employees a year's salary and, like, remaining benefits just to not work anymore. And the job that previously existed for brakemen just wasn't filled because it wasn't needed anymore. So... Okay. Extend solar panel, extend solar panel, extend radiator. Pie in the sky solution, but maybe buying the DC streetcar and expanding the streetcar network in a Wamato way. I mean, we've maybe buy out Purple Line. I can see... oh wait, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay. Sorry, I'm not paying attention. I can see a scenario whereby... Because I do think ultimately, like, because Wamato is probably looking at buying the remaining streetcar infrastructure for something like a trolley bus, simply because that's what the DC Department of Transportation suggested, kind of, or at least implied. As for the Purple Line, if we get a scenario where the Purple Line is extended to Virginia, then I don't see any way it could function still under the, MDOT Maryland MTA. At that point, they'd have to kind of transfer to Wamata. I could also see a future where, say, you have a more, let's just say, fiscally conscious Maryland administration basically trying to transfer the Purple Line to Wamata as like a cost-cutting measure or whatever. So, okay, we're gonna test the aerobraking capabilities on this thing just to see if it can actually work. And then hopefully it does, and then if it does work, we'll go ahead and we'll integrate it onto a launch vehicle, and we will go. Haven't done a Joule mission in quite a while, so I might be a bit rusty when it comes to... What if I, yeah, I might be a bit rusty with the trajectories, but... I don't know. It's sort of interesting with KSP, because obviously I cheated this out here just so I can test, make sure that it works correctly, right? But it doesn't, whenever I cheat something out to a location, it never feels like I'm actually there. It's like, oh yeah, this is just a simulation, I'm not actually at Jewel, right? It doesn't feel like I'm at Jewel. So... That's another thing I might have to worry about too, like, getting all of these encounters with various... with Jewel's various moons. What's the next, transfer window after this? There's one for Duna in 79 days. Okay. Let's go ahead and warp up. See if we can still revert. Yeah, we can still revert if need be. Okay. So, what is Jewel Atmo height? 200 kilometers. Okay, 200 kilometers. Yeah, close alarm. Yeah, maybe not 100 and... 171. We'll do 177 just to see. So let's go ahead and quick save. Oh, that should really decouple, but it won't. And then we'll warp down. Yeah, okay, wait, hold up. We're gonna... All of these transfer windows don't matter, so... We're gonna obviously revert at some point. Oh, wait, never mind. We have a Lathe encounter on the way in. Nope. Yeah, we have a Lathe encounter on the way in, which I guess would be... Oh my gosh. Oh my. Why did... Oh, come on. You know what? You know what? You know what? Screw it. I think we're just gonna integrate it on this vehicle and whatever happens, happens. Screw it. Okay. You know what? That's a good omen. Am I gonna regret my decision? No, but I don't feel like getting that right. In a... Okay. Save. Is this a good idea? Heavens no. But, okay. What vehicle do we need? I think just to be safe, we'll do it on an Odysseus 1B. So Calypso Jewel Probe. Let's see. Reroute. Shroud. Okay. Okay. And then, let's see. Motorized, locked part. I need to auto-strut to the heaviest part. These I'll also auto-strut to the heaviest part because I don't want them, like, bouncing around like crazy. Why do I keep getting pinged? Okay. Here we go. Odysseus 1B with a, Calypso Dual Pro Mark 1. Mark 1, or Block 1. Did I spell it right? Yeah, I spelled it right. Okay. Everyone keeps pinging me. Okay. Actually, just real quick, I just want to see real quick. Do we have any space left over in the fairing? No, we do not. Okay, so it's... That's the fairing. Oh, and the... Hold up, I have a... See, this is why I actually don't like... This is one thing with KSP I do not like, where it, for whatever reason... whenever you try and attach things like this, it just doesn't want to do it. It cuts the struts. Okay, reroute part. Let's see. There we go. There we go. Let's see. Sorry, I'm gonna get horribly distracted tonight. I already know it. Hold up. Hold up, I gotta respond to something. Hold up. Okay. Alright. Things have been sorted. Okay. Uh, uh, oh my gosh. I cannot focus for the life of me tonight. Oh my goodness. Okay, well... Okay, well, we have it integrated on the Odysseus 1B. I'm sure not. Odysseus 1B is looking very sideways today. I'm sure not integrating it, not properly testing it, will totally come back to bite me in the tail. But you know, sometimes you just gotta live, laugh, love, as they say, or I don't know. Embracing my inner Ryan Lobster. Oh yeah, that's a game that I have been wanting to kind of play. So Ryan's been playing a lot of Rolling Line recently, which Rolling Line, of course, is a wonderful little a wonderful little game about basically it's a why is oh because those are the VAB ones. It's basically a model railroad simulator, and it's extraordinarily easy to make custom content for it. Hold up, give me a second. Trying to find my phone. Okay, there it is. It's extraordinarily easy to make custom content for it, and of course, I'm still working on my Washington, Ohio, alternate universe timeline thing, and I thought, hey, wouldn't it be cool instead of just doing like, I don't know, my original thought was I would just be doing like Trainiacs drawings, and I've done a couple of them. But I'm like, hey, wouldn't it be cool to like make Washington and Ohio stuff in Rolling Line? So I think over Thanksgiving break, I don't know how much KSP I'm going to be playing, but I think I'm going to start playing a lot more Rolling Line. So, because, you know, do up an engine in that. The thing is that I still need to rework the Washington, Ohio logo that I have right now. I still want to rework, because I like it, right? But it's just based off of a drawing that I did. The logo I drew in like 2021, and it's just, I want to make a new one. So, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hopefully at some point make a new Washington, Ohio chipper. And, yeah, so. So, yeah, I'll probably do that. I don't know when I'll do that. I still gotta finish the map. I feel like I'll dabble around in Rolling Line, but I only really want to start, like, seriously doing stuff in it once I finish the map, which I am getting. I'm most of the way there. I'm working on the. I let's just say I had an idea. I had yet another idea that I needed to do that has pushed out the completion yet again. But once that is done, it will be complete. I'll just like freeze the design basically, and we will begin work on other things. Okay, so our Odysseus 1B with Calypso dual probe. So toggle solar panel, toggle antenna. Okay. Alright, here we go. We have our little probe out on our launch vehicle. Something that I always do is, something I've been doing in this game, is I have been, warping in between, like warping in between launches. Because I haven't done like an actual physical launch in quite a while, so... So normally I've been doing what, like 4 launches so far, so I typically warp like 50 days or so. Or give it like a set period of time where I warp. So I'm actually just gonna warp to the transfer window. Um, Actually, instead of doing this, I can just go into the I can just go into this. And warp to like, I don't know, 5 days before or something. I don't technically need to do this, but it is fun to kind of simulate some things, so... Okay, 10 days. Warp to 5 before. Five days. Okay. Elu transfer window. I'm not going to Elu. um. Okay. VAB. Okay, where's our launchpad? Oh, we're going off of Slick 41. Okay. That's fine. We could also, in theory, send this out to Joule as well, so... Or to what's it called? To Duna. Have a little Duna orbiter as well. Sure, why not? In 50 days, I guess we'll send one of these out to Duna as well. We'll launch 2. I'm not sending something to Elu. I'm sorry. I don't think I've ever actually been to Elu legitimately, but that's besides the point. Oh yes. I always go ahead and this is something I always do. I always update the serial numbers on the launch vehicle. So this right here, because this is the 4th upper stage, it is now LV004. Or would that be 5? Because it's technically we've already done another test launch of this, I believe. Here, let me check. Real air in space? That's fake air in space. Okay, yeah, LV004. Okay. I don't know why the fairing is glitching out like that, but... Okay, launch vehicle 004. So... I do that because, I don't know, it's just like a cool little feature that I like to add. Because why not? Alright. Let's go ahead. Oh, we're not on the right launch pad. Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it. Set launch. Select the launch site is TLC 41, but you know, it's Slick 41. There was a launch off Slick 41 the other day. Atlas 5, what was it? Atlas 551. It was, a Viasat. Something for Viasat, I believe. Hold up. I'm checking next space flight. Yeah, Viasat 32F, so... It was the same night as Escapade, but no one stayed up and watched it because we all just wanted to. This isn't the right launch pad. I need to be on the right pad. I don't use the stock pad unless I'm testing something. Yeah, okay. 39A, no. Open current launch site. Use default. Okay. Yeah. 41. Okay. There we go. We should be on the right pad now. So, gosh, this is the launch vehicle that I love. Like, the way this looks. This has to be my favorite looking launch vehicle that I've ever done. There we go. We're on the right pad now. Got our good old Odysseus 1B. Up, I gotta adjust the staging a little bit, but that's okay. Like a shot from the lightning tower. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and liftoff! Liftoff of the Odysseus 1B carrying the Calypso 1 Jewel Probe. In for the roll program. Roll complete, starting pitch program in. Now in. Ah, would you look at that? I love the way this looks. Alright, going back to the throttle down for period of maximum dynamic pressure. Alright. Through max Q. I don't know if that's actually max Q, but that's fine. Oh, never mind. I forget this vehicle's kind of finicky. Alright, well, I guess we can try again. Gotta continue to dial this in. Alright, that was just a hallucination. You didn't see that. Okay. I might have to roll out those gimbal engines as just like a general block upgrade on all these vehicles. Alright, well, I guess we'll go ahead and we'll try again. So, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, go for main engine start. We have main engine start. 3, 2, 1, 0, and liftoff of the Odysseus 1B rocket carrying the Calypso Jewel Probe. Alright. Roll program. Roll complete, starting pitch over. Okay, throttle down. Period of maximum dynamic pressure. Okay, throttle up. Up, nope, it flipped out again. What? These launch vehicles were working fine when I first started them. Might we have to actually go back and just redesign these? I think we're gonna have to, because I can't have that constantly flipping out all the time. I think we're gonna have to do that. So, redesigning... Hold on, let me rename the stream. That's what we're gonna do. Because that's... I mean, that's what I'm basically going to have to do in order to actually get these to work. As they should. I really don't see why it should flip out like that. That's very bizarre. That's kind of discouraging, not gonna lie. Because previously I just thought that was an issue with the... with the crew launch vehicle, like with the specific characteristics of that spacecraft, but no, it's with everything now, so... Okay. Let's load up the original Odysseus 1B craft file real quick, right? So this right here is the original Odysseus 1B. So this is the original rocket. What changes did we do for the 1.1? Did I save the 1.1 as a separate craft file? No, I did not. Okay. What did I do? Well, I added vernier engines. That's the one thing. I also added these Cub vernier engines. One thing that I do remember doing in an early version of this was adding some of these as gimbal engines instead. What's the gimbal range on these? Hold up. Oh, if it would, hold up. If it would tell me... Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. And then what's the gimbal range on the Thud? Only 8. Okay. Gosh, I really don't want to have to do this. Well, I guess it's something that we're probably going to have to do. Okay, so let's go ahead and... I'm not going to modify any existing craft file. I think the play here is to just modify the original one. Like the root craft file. Yeah, I think the thing is we'll just modify the original root craft file. Nope. Okay, well, And where are they? There they are. Uh... Hmm. I just want to see if this works first, right? Because I think our main issue here is just it's lost. Why do I keep doing that? Ugh. Ugh. Okay, vernier engines. Shame, because I actually want to, like, get some progress in this save, but it's just, I guess I didn't do enough testing on these? I guess not. Um... Okay. Um... Is that... I don't know why the symmetry is like that. Part of me just kind of wants to throw out and, like, start over from scratch. Yeah, part of me just wants to do that. Like, start with just a new save, just because, if I'm gonna be honest, I designed these back in August, and then I didn't touch it for 3.5 months. Or maybe it was maybe it was July. So, should I just start over? Why do I always get flustered while playing KSP nowadays? Gosh, okay, well... You know what? Here's what we'll do. I don't know. Thank you, Gam. You know what? Hold up. I always forget my keybinds, so... Okay, you know what? Here's what we'll do, right? Um... Uh... You know what? Let's go ahead and then just... Let's go ahead, right? And just start a new save, right? Just start a new sandbox save, and we're just gonna rebuild. We're just gonna rebuild what I already did. Oh yay, another bot. Man. I'm just gonna go ahead and just rebuild this from scratch. And I think that way, just it's a new thing, right? We'll just rebuild what we made in a new save, and I can't explain. I know that makes no sense to do, but just uh, you'll see why. I don't know why. Whatever for whatever reason, it makes my mind clear. So, um, okay. So SAS, and then always include a battery. And then this was just a straight Carolox vehicle, correct? I believe that's what it was. Okay. Um, and then we had, I believe we had what? Engine plate. Then we had skipper, not in a boat tail fashion, just a standard. And then I had what? Shroud, no. And then, ugh. Because I don't wanna have to go back and modify all of those craft files. So 1 point size, the coupler obviously, disable staging on that. Shroud disabled. Tweak scale up to 1.25. Yeah, exactly like that. And then for this RCS, I want a monopropellant on it. Uh, okay, and then... Oh yeah, we also need a payload, robotics, aerodynamics. Payload. No, don't need to be yellow. Build fairing. Yeah, there we go. And then... monopropellant. And for this, we can just have 2. Actually, no, we'll add 4. We'll beef it up. Why not? Then let's cluster that in the center. I don't think I need verniers on this stage. Actually, it might be useful. Why not? You never know when you're gonna... We'll put them on there just in case, right? Yeah, sometimes I've found just rebuilding something from scratch solves all of the issues you've previously had with the vehicle. I don't know why that's the case, and I can't really explain why, but for whatever reason, sometimes it just works. Okay. And now we need solar panels. There we go. There we go. And now we need an antenna. Yeah, just a tiny antenna, just to, I said, just to call up the orbit with. And then text decal, set text LV0000, sure. And then we always switch it to Amarillo USAF. 0.05. Is that on both sides? No, it's only on one. Ugh. We'll make it bigger. Yeah, okay. Okay, and now heat shield. Later, just 80%. Oh, this was another issue that I had. Move that back. Compact with no shroud. Let's see, can I... Yeah, that works, hopefully. Maybe not that far up, because, you know, that might interfere with the stage separation. One, two, sure, why not? Okay. There we go. Okay, and now we also need on here Just in case, you know, SAS. We're also going to need a battery. And then twin bore. Yeah, vernier engines up there. Vernier engines. Yeah, vernier engines down there. Vernier engines up here. I'm going to need wings. Well, basic fin, tail fin. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, these look like the turrets from Portal. Whenever I see those, that's just what I think. I don't know why. Okay. And then in here, I need... Can only gimbal in one direction. That might be the issue. Right, because, like, these... Actually, wait, I am curious real quick. That might actually be the issue that we were having. So if I... Let's just save that real quick. Let's build, like, a test rig, right? So, wait, hold up. Let's build ourselves, like, a nice little... test rig real quick. Because if those can only gimbal in a single direction, that might be very, very, very harmful for us. Let's see. I don't know why I started over, but hey, if this is what I need, we'll take things slow, you know. Try and rush everything at once. Okay, let's see. So vernier engines. And then in the center, I guess we'll have two thuds, right? Because on my first version of this, back in August when I started work on it, I had basically these. And that seemed to work pretty well. So go ahead, toggle engine, go ahead, toggle engine, or go ahead, toggle engine, the Cubs, go ahead, toggle engine. Burn. Vernier test rig. Okay. I might need a battery on there. Okay. Vernier test rig. All right. Okay. All right. So that is the small little vernier engines. So if that's it sideways, yeah, they can only gimbal in a single direction at once. Okay, so that's what that means. All right, cut the engines. Oh, wait, I didn't do the action groups correctly. Um, yeah, okay. Toggle engine. Um, time is it? It's only 8:30, really? Okay, well. All right. So those were the previous vernier engines. Yeah. They can go sideways. Yeah, they can only go sideways. Okay. Good to know. And then we have the thuds, which sideways, they can go out. Which, yeah, when that goes out, those go sideways. Okay. So that has, like, way more gimbal capacity. It's probably less gimbal overall, but, like, less actual, because they don't angle out as much, right? But the, what I'm saying is that they don't have the kind of the gimbal that we need, because we need to gimbal outwards on occasion, right? So, let's go ahead and as like thrust augmentation. Yeah, it looks good. Uh, I don't know what to feel. I know it's just a game. Why you have to be mad? But you know what? I feel like I should be doing better. Okay, let's just. Uh... Um... Hmm. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay. Uh... Yeah, the AV1 winglets. Uh... Oh yeah, happy affiliate anniversary. Oh yeah, thank you, Toddy. Saw that, and I'm like, I didn't really pay any mind to it, but I guess that's a big deal to some. Uh... You know, I was actually thinking about this earlier, because I was watching Rizwan, because it's his 1 year anniversary of streaming, and I'm like, you know, I've almost been streaming for 7 years. So, my first stream was January 24th, 2019. Go figure, it was a KSP stream. No surprise there. But, I, uh... I realized, yeah, I've been doing this for quite a while. Root part. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the gray looks better down there. And then, obviously, what I ended up doing... Oh, hello? Obviously, what I... Hold on, let's move those verniers up. And they disappeared. Was I ended up putting white and red stripes on it because I thought it would look cool. Obviously, I do think it does look cool. Like, as an aesthetic for a launch vehicle, I think that actually does look rather cool. Okay, the flag decals. Edgeware. And then I also had... And then select flag. I had the... Where's the blue? The blue stripe. Although I think it was the other way around. It was blue down here, red up here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Why did I do this? Simple. It looks cool. Of course, and then it doesn't go on the raceway, which... Cut off, edgeware... Of course, like... What do I have to do to... Wait, hold up. If I... I mean, the flags are like, they're physicsless parts, right? They don't add... See, that works there. Okay, that's bizarre. Yeah, if I just add in another one like that, it'll cover it up. And select, obviously, make it be blue. Select flag. Make it be blue. Okay, there we go. And then, I hate how it only has the flag on, like, one side. It's not on both. So we can fix that by just sliding that in there like that. There we go. On both sides. And then I need a text decal. Set text. Amarillo USAF. Set fill color to white. Didn't have this on the last version of this. So. Can't really read it too well either, but that's okay. USA. And then up. Set text. Oh, not 3. Just 2. Just 2. Just 2. And then, hold up. Been pinged 9 times. Okay. Set text. To CS1. Instead of 20, it'll be. And then edgeware 0. Set fill color to black. Okay, there we go. Right. Then that and that. Let's see. Micro antenna. Yes, I also need one of these. I don't know. I'm future-proofing this core stage so that, you know. Also probably should turn that heat shield black. Yeah. Maybe, yeah. There we go. I'm future-proofing this core stage so that when we do like larger versions of the rocket later on down the road, where the core is left on orbit, we can actually maneuver it. So, let's see. What else do I need? Oh yes. So, Action Group 10 will toggle the RCS thrust. Action Group 9 will extend the solar panels. And then we also need a docking port up here. And then we can put lights on the upper stage, why not? Little navigation lights. I apologize for getting discouraged. I don't know. It's like, this isn't working how I envisioned it to turn out, but oh, I also just realized that I only just need lights on. Remove from symmetry. Remove from symmetry. Remove from symmetry. Remove from symmetry. And then actually need 2 of these dome lights in here. Do I have RCS in there? Yes, I do. Okay. Remove from symmetry. Remove from symmetry. Those need to be green. Blink on. Blink on. Blink on. Because they're basically acting as like navigation lights, so it'd be useful for them to. They're like aircraft navigation lights. Blink on. Blink on. And then actually up front, what I'm also going to do is I'm also going to add... no. Actually, I don't think I need to add a light up there. Okay, so this is the... Odysseus 1. Save. Let's go ahead and test this out, I guess. So I don't know. Odysseus 1. Let's make ourselves a new payload. Like a dummy payload just to test. That is 9 tons. Docking port. Uh, 9 ton test. dummy payload. And you know what? Let's also, just for the sake of it, just because I think it would be cool, where is, yeah, low profile connection docking port. We can add ourselves a little CubeSat on here just to say that we deployed something actually useful. Yeah, literally just that, a battery, and then do we have like a little round plate? Can I shrink that? Yes, I can. Disable staging. And a solar panel. It's a little CubeSat. It's just a baby. Like Bear. And then let's see, we need just a micro antenna. And we'll launch this into orbit and we'll see what happens, right? I feel like I was trying to do, well, we'll get the launch windows up, but I don't think we'll do anything with them right away. Okay, micro antenna. Okay. Ton dummy payload with CubeSat. CubeSat 1, block 1. Okay. And then extend solar panel. There we go. Save. We're gonna open our Odysseus 1. I'm also going to reroute that to there. Save, open Odysseus 1. And we're going to merge that on there. I'm actually also going to auto strut that to the root part. Okay, with what is it, like 9-ton dummy payload. With CubeSat. Oh, CubeSat is 2 words. CubeSat block 1. Okay, so here, another thing that I'm also going to do is heat shield, rigid attachment, decoupler, rigid attachment, structural tube, rigid attachment, engine, rigid attachment, engine plate, rigid attachment, guidance unit, rigid attachment. And yeah, I'm also going to go back. I have no idea what that craft file is. Oh, another thing. That I forgot to do. Toggle. And then these thruster blocks, we're going to start with them disabled. Right? Yes, okay. Bridge attachment. Yep, there we go. Extend solar panels. Also, I might as well, turn light on as well. Turn light on. Turn light on. Turn light on.
Endeavor Houston, negative return.
Endeavor copies, negative return.
Copy, negative return. Hello, little warriors. Welcome in. What were you up to? Hope whatever you were up to was, it went well. No, I don't want to delete it. Okay. I got incredibly frustrated trying to modify my rockets that I was working on and doing everything. So I just decided to say screw it and start it over. So with 9-ton dummy payload with CubeSat block 1. There we go. But welcome in everybody. Playing some Kerbal Space Program today. I'm getting a bit tired, but I'm sure that'll change in a bit. Well, I'm sure I'll get more tired and then I'll go to bed, but okay. If we can get this off tonight and we can get it off well, I'll be a very happy fox indeed. So, let's go ahead. I'm actually gonna... Playing Railroader with milestone limited save, where I was capped at certain tractive effort based off railway milestone. Oh, happy anniversary. Thank you, thank you. That sounds interesting. Someone in my server said that they're trying to run the entire map with just 2 locomotives, and I'm like, why are you trying to torture yourself? Sorry, drinking water. I don't know when the next Railroader stream is scheduled for this Saturday, but I might actually play Rolling Line instead. I am, hold up. I am curious by the multiplayer. Kill warp, no message. Do nothing. Okay. Oh, just... Oh, that's useful. We're not doing any of those. Rolling Line is fun, playing it recently. Yeah, I'm looking into Rolling Line, because A, the multiplayer, and B, it just seems remarkably easy to, like, make content for that game, because it has, compared to something like Trains, where, you know, it has workshop support, like, it doesn't seem that people gatekeep content as much as Trains. It's just not as toxic as Trains. It's easier to use than Trains. And because I want to start making things for my Washington, Ohio / Washington Pacific fictional railroad. So I really want to... I need to find a game to do that, because I'm like, you know, Trainee X Drawings are cool and all, but, you know, it's another thing where you can actually drive it around with your friends in a game. Also pretty easy to build layouts. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So, this version of the vehicle, our new forever save, our true beginning of our save is here. Humble beginnings. I don't think I'm gonna rush much. I'm just gonna take my time. We have a CubeSat, so I don't know if someone wants to... I always thought it would be cool to, like, name satellites after, like, regulars in chat. or like regular people who show up to the stream. I always thought that would be cool to do. Okay. Don't want to donk myself on the way up, so you know, maybe I'll add like a little redeem where I get to name a CubeSat after you, because I think it would be cool, because, you know, like, rideshare missions are very much a thing in real life, right? You know, SpaceX has entire dedicated missions where they launch, like, 100 small satellites to paying customers all at once, and I always thought it would be cool to kind of simulate that with my own missions, or something similar with that, where in addition to the main payload, I always just have, like, a little extra vehicle that goes with, you know, a little extra satellite that rides, well, it's a rideshare, rides along. Okay. Save. Can I actually make that redeem right now? It's the most delusional thing I've ever heard. Amazing. Let me go ahead and make that, actually. Hold up. Viewer rewards, power-ups. Here, instead of become a Kerbal, hold up. Alright, there we go. So have a satellite named after you. Let's just see real quick. Yeah, 1,000 points. There we go. So if you want to be the very first person to have a satellite named after them in my KSP save, go ahead. Let's also just set this LV001. Or, so. Save. And then we'll save that. So if anyone has enough bandanas to redeem that, you can go ahead and you can have the satellite named after you. So, we have about 20 minutes before I said I would end the stream. So I think we can get this off in that amount of time. It's a simple mission, just a simple test flight. Just to see if this works. And then we'll do like another small test flight, maybe next stream or whatever. I just wanted to keep things consistent because I like to have my serial numbers on my vehicles. Okay. Ah, gosh, why am I lagging out all of a sudden? I'm dropping frames. Okay, there we go. Now I'm good. Okay. Oh, wait. From symmetry. I don't know. I know this seems like pedantic, but I like to keep my craft files the same no matter what. So I don't know. I'm a bit OCD about these kinds of things. So, yeah, I don't need to... Oh, I also forgot the little engines I'm supposed to... Well, I guess I can just relight the core. Or have those relight. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Save. We will fly this in a minute. Remove from symmetry. There we go. Save. VAB. Yeah, so maybe switch to the VAB. From symmetry. There we go. All right. So we're going to set our launch site to... Save. Let's go ahead. Let's just set it to 41. Or 41 open base. Okay, do we got our staging? Yep. Okay. Here we go. I just pray that this will work all right, because if it doesn't, I think I'm going to collapse into a puddle. But that's besides the point. Okay, here we are. We're back at it again. With the hopefully new and improved version of the Odysseus 1B. Oh, let me adjust the staging real quick. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we have liftoff. Liftoff of the Odysseus 1 launch vehicle. Starting off this new save. Don't need a roll program because, you know, we don't need to. Alright, beginning pitch program. Oh, this thing is very responsive. Oh, how this looks like an Atlas. It looks like you stretched Atlas Centaur. Which, I mean, I like Atlas Centaur. It's one of the most aesthetically pleasing launch vehicles to ever exist. Do I have infinite fuel on? Yes, I do. Okay. Like, why isn't that going down? Did I not never turn that off? I guess I never realized. Oh, I'm an idiot. I also forgot to add Sepatrons, but we can do a... We might not might not need the Sepatrons. Okay, so infant propellant is off. Okay, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, start up the engines. It's a quick boy. Okay. Yeah, might need to adjust the TWR on that as well, so... first flight. Typical first flight things. Vehicle is remarkably stable, though, I will say. Okay, I think we'll be good. Just kill rotation right there. 8 kilometers high. Pitch over some more now. It's a bit of a steep trajectory, but oh well. "30 kilometers up." Fairing deploy was not the best right there, but that's okay. It's a test mission after all. Okay, throttle down. First stage engine cutoff. Second stage light looks good. Alright, we have the altitude. Now it's time for the full pitch over. Now we just need to get the horizontal speed. Man, that worked really well. Oh my gosh. Okay, I need to... There's a little bit of dialing we still need to do, but that's okay. I think our second flight will probably launch a couple of more little satellites and whatnot, just to see. Rotation. There we go. Okay, throttle back. Okay. There we go. I didn't even have to use the vernier engines. Alright, let's go ahead and shut them off then. There we go. Oh, that's set to the not the right action group, but lights are on. Are these ones blinking? Yeah, they're blinking. Okay. All right. We'll do ourselves some adjustments to like action groups and whatnot, and then we'll be okay. So, all right. There we go. Got a good engine relight. Okay. 110 by 98. Well, I think for the sake of this, I do want to get this circularized, so we will just go ahead and we will trim our orbit. But that handled remarkably well, so I'm actually very happy about how that turned out. So, cut down 100 kilometers. And oh, hello? Okay, there we go. Sorry. My microphone had a temporary unplug right there, so okay. Fine, trim our orbit. There we go, 100 by 100 kilometers. Okay. She's on orbit. Now the only thing left to do is, well, we have to undock this, our little CubeSat. And, because... Let's see. Because, Little Warriors, because you were the one to raid, I will name this after you, because no one else redeemed. So... one. There we go. We have our first little satellite on orbit. Okay. As for good old LV001, I think what we're going to do is we are going to orbit around one more time, and then we're going to deorbit this thing. You know, clear up all the junk and whatnot. Because we do just have a dummy payload on there, and there's no way for the dummy payload to deorbit itself, so... Orbiting with style and Riz. Maybe, maybe. Okay. So. Let's actually go ahead and point in this direction. Go rotation. Off. Light the engine. Oh. Well, we got to rotate the other way. Okay. Light the engine. That is so that we come down over the ocean rather than on land. So let's go ahead and watch this thing fall to the surface. Are we still going to end up falling on land? Hold up. Land? Oh no. Okay, it appears that we will actually fall in the ocean, so... Hopefully speaking. Well, friends, you know what? That actually, turned out okay. I'm genuinely surprised, but... Okay, so... Stream debrief. I do want to test fly that a couple more times. I might test fly that off stream, just because, I don't know. I might do some more test flights off stream. I think what we need to do is turn down the thrust a little bit. We can probably do that by just thrust limiting the core. Maybe add Sepatrons, all that stuff. Thrust limit the core, add Sepatrons, you know, adjust some of the action groups, maybe. But I guess we'll see. Oops. I do want to... I guess maybe next time we'll just send up, like, a... Not because it does anything, but just for the sake of, like, roleplay, we'll send up a satellite, a second satellite. Like an actual one, like one for science and whatnot. Drinking my water again. Look at those plasma effects. I was about to say, how are the solar panels not ripping off? Uh. And then I guess after that we can start doing a like a little communications relay network. Hold up, if I just fire off the remaining fuel in this. There we go. There we go. Wee. Okay, it looks like we will actually come down over the ocean, so that's nice. Uh Get the marshmallows. Get the marshmallows indeed. Okay. We didn't even need the vernier engines going up. I think the vernier engines going up might annihilate some poor fish family in the process. Hello, Fig Pudding. Welcome in. You're almost at the end of the stream. I have like, well, technically I said I'd stop a minute from now, but I think we'll probably go for like another 10 minutes and then we'll end it. But uh, now we're just watching this fall to the ground. Ugh. Something smells good downstairs. I think my roommate's like making chicken or something. One thing I did today was I cleaned out the fridge, so I know, very riveting. I know my streams are incredibly riveting and often feature long periods of boredom, occasionally punctuated by periods of interest, which is all spaceflight is really, and occasionally me just getting really flustered, which seems to be happening a lot more recently. But hopefully that's just a byproduct of school, so... Okay, let's go ahead and, yep. Oh, look, something survived. Uh. Okay. Let's go ahead and just clean up that debris. And then we'll modify some of the, we'll modify the craft file a little bit just to make sure everything works as intended. So I don't think I'll need the Sepatrons actually, so because we're sort of simulating hot staging. That is a lot of debris. Splash down at Kerbin, splash down at Kerbin, splash down at Kerbin. Yeah, terminate. Oh yeah, because that's in flight. Landed at launch pad. Okay, there we go. Alright, let me do like 2 extra things and then we'll end the stream from there. Who can I like harass after this is over? Probably TG. I mean, I was talking to her and some of the other Scent Brood members earlier, so. Okay. Odysseus 1. There's some things I gotta fix. First of all, I did not check what kind of TWR. 2.4 TWR, yeah, that is insane. 1.63. I mean, even 1.7 is still a lot, but I will just throttle that down just for the sake of it. What else did I need? What else did I want? Extend solar panel. Oh, yes. Shut down engine. And then activate engine. Actually, wait. Yeah, so... Shut down engine. Okay. Yeah, because I just need to shut down the center core because the side engines, that's what's going to be used to deorbit the stage. And did I need Sepatrons? You know what? Let's add Sepatrons just for the sake of it. So, you know, just to be somewhat realistic. Oh yes, I also needed to adjust the fairing. Yeah, because the ejection force was clearly not enough, so... Okay, there we go. I should have saved that as the 1.1, but oh well. That was just that was a prototype version, and then this is of course, I guess a final version, I guess, if you want to call it that. But yeah, rated 10 tons, low Kerbal orbit, roughly speaking, about 9.5. And yeah, I guess the next step is I can design... I don't know if I'll be streaming all aspects of this save, but probably, you know, because I kind of want to work on it tomorrow. But yeah. You know what? I think the lesson for today is, I guess we'll see, but sometimes it's better to just start over because it gives you a fresh mindset, even if you're basically doing the same thing. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I know I've been streaming kind of intermittently recently, and they haven't been the best of quality, but I still do appreciate all of you showing up. So I thank you to Fig Pudding, Gam, Little Warriors, Toddy, all for watching today. And I don't know when my next stream will be. It'll probably be maybe Railroader or Rolling Line on Saturday. So I'm going to just raid TG because why not? Following. Yeah, there we go. See you on the next one. Goodbye, everybody.